Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly pulls away, even when you swear you did nothing wrong? Most owners think these tiny moments mean nothing, but they often hide something deeper. In this video, you'll learn the 15 subtle mistakes cat parents make that secretly hurt their cat's feelings. If you overlook this, you may be pushing your cat away without meaning to. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to support better cat care everywhere. Now let's dive in because the first mistake feels small, but hits your cat hard. Number 1. When you rush their hello. Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly stiffens or backs away the moment you greet them too fast? When you rush in, your cat reads it as you skipping over their quiet cues, and that small moment can throw them off. Cats like to set the pace of the greeting, and they watch your approach the same way they watch another cat's. A fast move feels loud to them even if you make no sound. They want soft eye contact and slow energy, not a human zooming into their space. Number 2. The "I'm busy" brush off. It's kind of like trying to talk to someone who keeps checking their phone instead of listening to you. Your cat notices when you give them a halfway glance or a distracted answer while you walk past. They rely on your attention to understand whether you welcome the interaction or not. Even your body angle tells them something, and a quick brush off can feel colder than you intend. Cats don't need long conversations, but they do look for a hint that you saw them. Number 3. Ignoring the little meows. Most people don't realize adult cats rarely meow to other cats, and save that language almost entirely for humans. So when you ignore those soft, tiny sounds, you're essentially ignoring a language they created just for you. Those little meows can mean a greeting, a check-in, a follow me, or even a mild complaint. Over time, your cat learns which sounds you respond to, and they adjust their communication around your habits. But when you miss these meows too often, your cat may stop trying to talk as much. That silence can make you miss a lot more than you think. But don't worry, because the simple fix for this comes at the end. Number 4. Over-petting without knowing. You know that moment when you're petting your cat, and they suddenly whip their head around like you crossed a line. That reaction comes from overstimulation, and it builds up fast even when your touch feels light. Cats feel every tiny motion on their skin more intensely than most owners realize. Their tail flicks, ear twitches, and quick muscle jumps are their early signs of "I'm hitting my limit." When you miss those signs, your sweet moment can flip into discomfort in seconds. And once your cat expects that switch, they may pull away from touch faster next time. Number 5. Playing the wrong way. Have you ever wondered why your cat sometimes loses interest in play, even when you're trying your best? Cats stalk chase, pause and pounce in a very specific rhythm, and they expect you to follow that pattern. When you wave a toy too fast or too random, it breaks the hunt story in their head. Your cat wants the toy to act like prey, not like a helicopter on caffeine. And when you ignore their body language, they check out because the game doesn't feel natural. Your cat isn't bored with play. They're bored with the way the play went. Number 6. Punishing normal cat stuff. Your cat isn't misbehaving. They're doing exactly what a cat is built to do. Scratching, jumping, and exploring are all normal survival behaviors, not signs of rebellion. When you scold them for those instinctive actions, they don't learn the rule, they learn that you react unpredictably. Cats don't connect punishment with the behavior you're upset about, so they only remember the feeling, and that feeling can make them more cautious around you. Over time, they may hide their real needs because they expect your frustration, not your understanding. Number 7. Forcing affection moments. Some people think holding a cat because you love them is harmless, but many cats see it as a full emotional takeover. When you scoop them up during their nap or pin them for cuddles, you override their control of the moment. Cats guard their autonomy more than anything, and forced affection chips away at that trust. They want closeness, but they want it on terms that feel safe and chosen. And if you push too much, they may start avoiding you even if you meant well. But again, don't worry. We'll go over the easy fixes at the end. Number 8. Missing their quiet signals. It's like having a friend who whispers all the important things while you only listen to the loud ones. Your cat communicates more with tiny movements than with big ones, and those signals vanish fast if you aren't watching. A slow blink, a shoulder shift, a tail tip curl, all of them tell you how they feel in real time. When you miss these, your cat thinks you're not tuned into their mood at all. And that misunderstanding makes them keep their guard up more than they want to. Cats bond strongest with people who notice the soft stuff, not the obvious stuff. Number 9. Touching their no-go spots. Did you know some cats have static shock zones, where a light touch feels way stronger than it should? Those spots often sit on the belly, lower back, or paws, and cats guard them for good reason. When you touch those areas, your cat isn't being dramatic. It actually feels uncomfortable or even overstimulating. They brace, twitch, or jerk because their nerves fire faster there. And if you keep touching those zones, they start to predict discomfort around your hands. That tiny bit of dread can quietly change the way they approach you. Number 10. Changing routines. Too fast. You know how it feels when someone moves all your stuff overnight and expects you to just adapt. Your cat feels the same when you change feeding times, rearrange furniture, or shift your daily patterns too suddenly. Cats rely on predictable rhythms because routines make them feel secure. When those rhythms break, they act lost or clingy because they don't know what comes next. You may see it as small changes, but your cat sees it as the ground shifting. And every sudden shift adds a little stress they don't know how to shake off. Number 11. Not respecting their retreats. Have you ever noticed how your cat slips away to a corner and acts upset when you follow them? Cats treat their retreats as emotional reset zones, and they go there to steady themselves. When you interrupt that moment, even with good intentions, it feels like you're stepping into their mental bathroom. They need those quiet spaces to cool their nerves and recharge their social energy. And when you don't respect that need, they think you can't read their boundaries. Over time, they hide deeper instead of closer. Number 12. Flooding them with new scents. Your cat's world lives inside their nose, so one wrong scent can flip their whole mood. Strong cleaners, new perfumes, scented candles, or new furniture smells can overwhelm their sense of safety. Cats use scent to map territory and soothe themselves, and new odors scramble that map. They sniff more, hide more, and act tense because the place no longer smells like home. When everything smells unfamiliar, they can't relax into their usual routines, and they don't know how long the new scent will stay. Number 13. Accidentally breaking their trust. Some people think cats get over things fast, but that idea couldn't be further from the truth. Cats track patterns, tones, and reactions, and they remember every moment that felt unsafe. Breaking trust doesn't take much. One grab, one shout, one scare can leave a mark. Your cat may still come near you, but they stay mentally guarded until they feel safe again. And when that trust cracks, they watch your movements more than your affection. They want closeness, but they fear the next surprise. Number 14. Acting calm when they're scared. It's like watching a kid panic while the adult stays weirdly quiet and expressionless. When your cat looks to you during fear, they expect a signal that helps them judge the danger. If you stay too neutral, they can't read whether the threat is real or safe. Cats rely on your tone, your posture, and your reaction speed to calm down. When you give them nothing, they think they're on their own. That isolation makes scary moments feel even bigger. Number 15. Not seeing their little heartaches. Most people don't realize cats show emotional pain through tiny changes instead of dramatic ones. They eat a little slower, walk a little smaller, or stay a few inches farther from you. These small shifts often mean something hurt their feelings, but they hide it behind routine. Cats protect their emotions the same way they protect their bodies quietly. When you miss these cues, your cat thinks you don't notice their softer needs, and that misunderstanding sits between you like a thin, invisible wall. Number 16. How to fix all of this fast. You know when you finally understand what someone needed from you, and everything suddenly clicks into place. That's what happens when you start using the right approach with your cat. You fix a lot just by slowing down and watching their small cues. You help them relax by matching their pace and reading their tail ears and blink signals. You rebuild trust fast when you let them choose the moment instead of forcing it. You make greetings smoother by waiting for their first step. You avoid misunderstandings when you respect their retreat spots and their sensitive areas. You help them feel stable by keeping routines steady and changes gentle. You strengthen your bond by responding to their meows instead of brushing them off. And when you do all this together, your cat feels safe, heard, and deeply connected to you again. Now you know how to avoid the little mistakes that hurt your cat's feelings and weaken your bond. But the real magic happens when you learn how to talk to your cat in a way they actually understand. So watch our next video to learn more about the secret signals and sounds that make cats feel truly connected to you. Miss it, and you could misunderstand every message your cat tries to send.